Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome to another Caranthir Tower Reborn live stream. I was going to say video then, but live stream. And I have been away for, in terms of live streaming, a good week. And that's usually what it is anyway, but that also means I've been away properly on holiday, and it means that I haven't actually done anything since the last live stream. Absolutely nothing, so I actually forget where we left off, but the last stream was a little dull, I think. Not an awful lot happening, bit of a funny time around Easter, but yeah. Things are slowly progressing. I think I did a lot of nav meshing and other bits and bobs, so what I'm looking to today is trying to just finish bits off. The dorms is where I want to head to first, and I want to look at writing a script for that bloody shrine table out of the way. So let's see if we can crack on and just do stuff and get things done. So you should notice that there's a logo in the corner now. I'm slowly looking into just improving things, making things smoother, making the stream go a lot smoother, getting sort of transitions between the screen and the game a lot quicker, stuff like that. That should be nice. So I was also looking into a new intro and stuff, but I couldn't get it all done. So this, I think we did the shrine, didn't we? We actually ended up with a script for this, and it was okay, I think. After a little bit of tweaking, should be fine. Other things maybe to do with it. Check that out there. And we've got this table. So this needs to check over each shrine. So we're going to need each shrine here. That's what I've got to set up then. So have I created a separate version of the shrine? Yep. So I need to go through, create a different version of each shrine. And then I've got to write a script for it. So did I put a reference to this? Nope. Ref shrine Aktosh. And then I can start naming the rest. Oops. As I need to, so initially disabled. And then I'm going to make a version of each one. So, Aktosh we've done. Okay, we've got, let's copy the name. And what is it? Pray at. And then whatever it is. So quite a bit to do still. I've had like a couple of people asking when it's going to be finished, and I can't stamp any kind of time frame on it really, because there's so much to do, and there's a few other things that I'm also working on. I don't really want to slap a time frame on it. Pray at, create new, yes. Then I'll go through and I'll whack the script on, put the changes there. Just put kind for that. Pray at. Just done Killerith, what the hell am I doing? Mara. Pray at, okay, create new, and might as well do nocturnal as well. So rather than have a menu, which is just going to be annoying, I'm honestly quite sick and tired of menus showing up on the screen when there's another option. And in this case there is another option. I can just have it cycle through. Each time you click it, it'll select another shrine and another shrine and another shrine. That's probably a better idea. So if I did it with a menu, it'd have to be like 2-3 different menus that you're cycling through. It'd be silly. So, what is it? CT, script, shrine, and most of it usually autofills. What I'm going to duplicate the place and keep doing that, so I can get all the shrines there. And as I go along, I'm going to have to hide the previous one and then spin this one round. Should be initially disabled that way as well. Duplicate place. Type that. Whoops. Duplicate place. Ulianos. Duplicate place. Coin. Funny they're not all facing the same way anyway. At least they're all floored. Duplicate place. Mara. Keep doing that. That's going to be a bit different. So it's going to need resizing. Might be able to make something a bit more unique for that as well. I just missed Stendar out, probably did. Is that actually the right way? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, duplicate place and Zenithar, and I'll check Stendar. There we go. Put that one like that. And then I'm going to have to edit each of them as well. Check the chat. Not a lot happening yet. Aktosh, right. Let's take a look. Shrine. And how was that filled in this time? I think most of this is sort of automatic. Yep. And then it was just alter and then the message for each. Now there has been another update I noticed to the creation kit when I got back. I don't know what things have been changing with that again, but seem to be giving it a fair amount of attention all of a sudden, which is weird. Autofill. Alter blessing message, and that's all that one is. That's weird. Alter RK. That's temple. Easy peasy. Script where it gets interesting when I get the one for the table. This bit's just going to be sort of filling in bloody properties. For some reason my throat's going again. Middle of the stream. Mara. Nocturnal. This one might be a bit funky actually, being nocturnal. Or it might be the same, I'll have to find out. Autofill. Temple. Oh no, same one. That's fine. Same, enough the same sort of thing. Stand out. Let's turn this heater off. It sounds like it's going to explode. Talos And then what else? These two. Then we can get to the real fun stuff. There we go. And then I've actually got to edit these references, haven't I? Which I forgot, because those are going to come in handy with the actual script. Just the ambient dust then I want to hide. Don't want to get selecting that. And that's Akatosh, which is already done. Nora. Oops. Mess any of these up, I'll know when the script doesn't autofill the properties, so I'll just go back and change them. That should be fine. Change there, that's cool. Hide those. There's the table. Edit base. Add. And we'll have a new script in a moment. We added version control because I accidentally screwed it up or something last time. So that's actually come back. That's interesting. Well, there was conspiracy theories. I mean, that was a pretty dumbass move if they had done it on purpose and then they realised and then had to add it back. I don't think they're that stupid that they wouldn't have realised how many large projects were using it, so it could have been an accident. But I don't know. Good thing is that if version control's back, that means that there's big projects out there that aren't going to take a good slapping from it anymore. So that's good. And I think there were people already on looking at a workaround as soon as the news sort of spread. So I think they ought to carry on and look into one anyway, just in case they go ahead and remove it again at some point. CT script, shrine, I suppose I'll just put table in. Can't be asked with a documentation string. Then edit source, end event. So I'm going to have sort of a cycle through script. Let me have a think. There's probably a really simpler way of doing it, but just for now I'm going to go with the way that makes sense to me. Check if something's enabled and have it just rotate through again. If first things first, I'm going to need a load of object references. Object reference property, and we want to take a look at the shrines. And we're just going to copy one of those. Go in order, start with Akatosh. What is it? RK. And we get Akatosh, RK, Dibella. We should have Kine. Kiner. No, Kine. There we go. Just refresh my memory. Ah, it's up here. Julianos as well. Yeah, that's before coin. Coin, Mara. Let me think. If it's that. Yeah, I might be able to write a bit of script in this, but I'm not going to like record me staring at the screen trying to figure something out. But for now, we're going to get this working with a script that I know will work, and if I can see if there's an easier way around it next time, that'll be cool. I have an idea with form lists that I can probably write up. For now, we'll use this. Xenophon. Yep. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 divines and a nocturnal. So what it'll be is FCT ref. Yeah, that's right. It's okay. I'm getting sort of confused looking at something there. Never mind. Dot is enabled. Just wondering whether to look into that other script. Hold on. Let's save this. This could be a colossal waste of time otherwise. Just search through the other scripts. What have I got? Activate. It's going to be one of these. So let's take a look. This is the script for the displays, by the way. Let me see. Not sure. So that's on item added. So when you activate, if the base item is item reference, then that is that. I have space to that. Okay, I might bloody well be able to change this. If form ID is that. That one's interesting. The form item has form of okay. Don't do anything. And that's the enabling part. Okay, so that part you would essentially just throw. That you would keep, that becomes irrelevant. And then you do that. Okay, let's try a different route here. This could be much better. Much quicker to do. So it's kind of comparing forms list. I'm fine, thank you. You? If you're doing a shrine for nocturnal, what about other like Azura both? Yeah. Going to be a matter of having something that can be activatable. I'd have to look through. For now, we'll do these ones, and if this method that I'm now going to try for the script works, then adding others would be really easy, and that's hopefully what I'm going to do. So rather than excuse me, stating every single object reference in the script, we're going to compare a form list. We're going to look at a form list and see if the item enabled is in the form list or whatever. It's hard to explain, but then it's going to link up to another form list, which is actually link references. That's what I'm hoping to do. So on activate, get size, form item. What I am going to need is that sort of list there. Let's just save that, come back out, save that, click on that. This is going to be easier to do like this. Form item, form enable, paste those in there. So what this is usually for the display case is the form item is the item being sort of added, or the list of actual items, and the form enable is the enable item link with it. It's quite interesting actually. So it's form item enabled, is that how that works? Get form item. Item reference equals form item. Item reference. So the item reference is that. So if item reference is enabled, wait, this would then have to go to the next one on the list. Oh crap. What do you think? No, that's that is not going to work. Sod it, my other way is probably going to be better. Ah, damn it, never mind. That's a bummer. So was that only thieves would really worship Nocturnal? I'm not sure if it fits the Mage Tower theme. Just my opinion out to you. Yeah, the whole idea is for player choice, so it would be nice if the player could have the choice to put a load of thief stuff in anyway. Awesome. Be nice if you can put like thief stuff anyway. I'm going to do it with the banners. The banners are going to let you have a load of incoming Wheeze raid. Hello. Thanks for the host again. But yeah, I'm going to give banner options, so I might as well have shrine options for things and everything. So. Oh no, here we go again. Phone's going to go AWOL. I'm going to have to put this on silent. Give me one moment. Yep, it's Attack of the Followers. Right. Okay, let's sod this off. Let's write this script. I was going to write it then, but basically, yeah, I'm going to give the option for people to put whatever the hell they want up around, even if it doesn't technically fit a mage theme. If people want like Thieves Guild banners up to say that they're part Thieves Guild, that's entirely up to them. I'll even have sort of I might have banners on the exterior at 1 or 2 points, like, but I don't know yet. But anyway, we're going to have to do it this way. We're going to have to go if ct ref shrine, and then the name of the shrine, Akatosh, dot is enabled. Then it's going to go to the next one on the list and enable that. So what is it? We want to have a function that's just going to disable all shrines, even if they're not all disabled anyway. So end function, that does not say function, that says function. And then what we're going to do is ct ref shrine Akatosh dot disable, and we're going to want that for all of them. So does that say disable? I think that says disable. Right, so yep. Do all them first, so we'll have RK, then we'll have Dibella, then we'll have Julianos, then Kine, Mara, so it'll just disable all the shrines and then enable the one that it needs. and then that's the nocturnal. Stendar, Talos. If I start humming the Daniel Bryan theme tune, then it's because I've been watching too much WWE and for some reason it's suddenly stirring in my head, even though I don't even like him. It's mad. Right. Let's have a look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right. So what you want to do is have shrine this. And else if blah blah blah. So let's have a look. Fucknition, yes. Instead of function, it's fucknition. It's what? Earthen Lady. It's a house mod inspired by the Mage Tower Home DLC in Oblivion. Really? I've never heard of that. So, let's do a little research a minute. Okay, that's not going to work. Saying that, weird. Right. Back to the scripts. So it's going to be that. Otherwise, if oh god, oh this is just going to confuse. Here's enable. If this, if this, if this. So this is then going to go disable all and then enable the next on the list. So it's going to go RK and then it's going to loop back on itself. So I've got enable, and what I can do is just copy them then. So CT ref. So otherwise if RK is enabled, it's going to put Dibella there. Then I'm just going to copy this. This is probably going to be easy to do. Then go Dibella. So Akatosh RK Dibella is enabled. Then you go down to the next one and enable that, which is Julianos. So Julianos, then that one would do Kine, but then if Julianos is enabled, oh, it's probably such an easy way of doing this, but never mind. We will go Julianos Kine. Has enabled in Mara, so that needs to be Kine. Then if Mara is enabled, then it's going to get Nocturnal and enable that one. Stendar, and Talos. Talos is enabled, then do Zenithar. So change that to Talos, and then if Zenithar is enabled, that is going to then enable Akatosh. So, Fucknation, as I spelt it originally, disables them all. And this enables or disables them depending on whatever the hell they are. That's all fine, so we've got the object references saved. Something will be wrong. What's wrong? Probably absolutely everything. 3 is user flag something or other. Yay! Property spelt wrong. I think. Yeah, complete balls up. Wonderful. If I'd spelt property right, then that would have been fine. Autofill, because we've done all the properties, done. There we go. That should be simple. Every time you activate that, it should change that. This should actually be an activator. I think I did that last time. Yep, that's fine. Shrine, cycle shrines, done. And if we go in, that should do its job. These will also be initially disabled. The whole thing will be initially disabled. That's okay. And probably what I'm going to do is an object for the miscellaneous thing, which I think I've already got somewhere. Frostcrag's the name of the original thing from Oblivion, yeah. Yay! That's probably another follower. Did it? No, I don't think I'll Google Goonzy. You know, it's quite fun actually, Googling yourself. Dark Fox doesn't quite get me. It gets some other dodgy person who obviously isn't as awesome. And it does though, if you go Dark Fox, it kind of gets me there. And if you do that, the top thing is my website, which is good because that's kind of what I want. Second thing is my YouTube, then it's my Nexus, then it's... Actually, it's my resources. I haven't done this in a while. And then you get my intro for some reason. I think that's the old one. And then eventually you get my Twitch and my Facebook and even my group. So if nobody's aware of my group, which is quite a good way of sort of keeping in check with things, go follow that. Yeah, kind of good when you Google yourself. Quite funny. Hello to all. There we go. So it'd be nice to hop in game and check if this works actually. It probably won't. So let's check out our new little system we got going. If it ever loads, I mean, you know. Hey, there we go. That way nobody has to see OBS anymore. So, let's go to, where are we going? We're going to the dorms, aren't we? This will be full screen now, so it'll be messed up low bitrate in all its glory. Let's see. And let's head over to the shrine. So yeah, we got no water in there at the minute. So circle shrines, and as you can see, it checks if things are enabled, but there's nothing initially enabled, so it does absolutely sod all. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So I am actually just going to check this time to see if I'm back on CK. I don't know if I'll ever trust that. There we go. We're going to have to initially have one of these enabled by the looks of it. So I'm just going to go with whatever one's left standing from this mess. Sod it. Just enable that one. And actually, before we do anything else, let's try this. Mesh. Riverside Shack won't be in there. Be here somewhere. Let's find this. Mods, complete mod, Riverside Shack, mod files, 2, data, meshes, that one, craft item, shrines should be here somewhere. Core worktops, key holder, room display case. Interesting. Come on, I know it's here somewhere. There we go. Shrines. I've already put together a little collection of shrines that you can have on the craft menu, so that would be nicer than just a blank table. So if we make a copy of that. Go into meshes, go into CT. Inventory is the new section for this. CT MISC shrines. To make some changes. Really need the collision on that at all. That's cool. I bet I didn't just... Oh, for God's sake. I didn't change that, did I? I bet I've just closed it and not actually saved it. There we go. Yeah, overwrite that's fine. See how quick we can do sort of a craft menu item for this. So this is going to be craft shrines, dorms, create new. I like to confirm it first. And then we'll go meshes, CT, inventory, shrines. Should be okay. Shrine table for the dorms, which wouldn't be that much. Let's just set it to that. We'll click on this. Shrines, dorms. Item to enable is going to be that. Although this is a perfect example of the secondary enabling thing that I'm going to do, where we have to enable something else that can't be have its enable parent as the table, otherwise it'd never disable itself. So that's that. Time is going to be 2 hours. Time 2 hours, done. Click OK, and that's that. Then we go constructible item. And go to one of these. Let's just go with that one. Get disabled. Select the table. Hello. There we go. So shrine table, that's fine. Get that's disabled, select that as the shrines. Create brand new one. That's that, save that, all good to go. So we've got a constructible item for it, selecting the correct item and enabling the right things. These need to be initially linked to that. Fire enable parent, and that's already enabled, that'll be good to go. That needs to be initially disabled, so we might as well just try that and see how that works. So we go to the dorms, go to the forge, make it happen, and come back here. That should work. Anyway, Nice work on Mershgum Estate. Yeah, shame it won't be updated, but there you go. When the creation kit crashes when you even try and move so much as an apple, it's a bit of a problem. So, never mind. Great mod anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of sorted. This needs to be linked to the table as well. It's kind of part of the whole setup. Hopefully that thump we just heard was the neighbour dropping his brain. If he's actually got any frickin' brains. You won't function without it. Anything else I want to mess with here? Clutter up all of that and do that. That was working fine. Maybe, can you? No. I don't think there's actually anything with cooking other than actually just making the items, so I can't really put any buff while you're while you're using that. So that's a waste. It's alright. And then what else? This needs scripting, which is a headache. So can leave that for now. This needs to be a seating area. So we'll go back into the game, see what we can get going. See what works and what doesn't. So we need to go to the dorms and see if there's anything there to begin with, which there shouldn't be. Which there will be. There'll be that one thing that I have got enabled, but never mind, that would be initially disabled and then it'll enable Lactosh. Oh, this is going to be hell. Actually, oh, jeez. Totally forgot about that because I wasn't going to set up a craft system. One moment, I shall change that in an instant. And we'll reload the game. So, what one was it? That was Julianos visible then, wasn't it? There we go. Jump back in game quick. Otherwise, what's going to happen there is the script's probably going to just get confused. I think it would have still disabled stuff, but never mind. Those of you that didn't catch my last stream, if you do want to bore yourselves to death for 2 hours, I did finally, when I got back from holiday, upload that to my YouTube channel earlier on, so that's all put together. I had to do a bit of editing. That's why it took a while, and of course being rushed and then going on holiday, I didn't have the equipment to actually do any editing. So there we go. So there's nothing there at the minute. That's fine. Let's go to the forge. Soul gem required. Anyway, we shall go to here. As you can see, we've got some of our craft items going. That's really cool for those of you that haven't seen that. That's changed to blue, that's fine. And we've got the shrines there. They're spun the wrong way. I'm going to have to probably rotate those. I don't know why they're the wrong way. Never mind. Either way, craft those. Head back to the dorms, and then it should have just enabled the one shrine and the table along with anything else linked to it, like the mat and the thingies. There we go, and then when we click on the shrines it should go through all of them in the right order as well. Yeah, Nocturne lame. need something proper for that. Yep, there we go. So first time, kind of, cycling through them, and when we activate them, pray at the shrine, time passes, I think. Did we have time pass? Not sure if we had time pass. I think we did. If we have had time pass, then we probably need to notify the player or put some sort of marker on there. So is it 11:30? Yep, we had time pass, so we're going to need some sort of notification. But that works like a charm. I'm probably going to want to throw on there a bit more detail. And that's fine. Are these drapes actually linked up at all? Or no, I haven't done that either yet. So what's that? Drapes over there, is it? Folded gold. Don't even have the markers for them yet. Or do I? That's the rugs. Drapes aren't there yet. Okay, that's fine. So let's just take a look at this script. Check the chat. How come? How come it crashes? I think it's just overloaded with so much stuff. And even when I try and load it up without, you know, custom textures, custom meshes, anything like that, and I just try and load up the bare bones of the mod, it just crashes now when trying to move things. It's a complete mess. It was, and we did state it to begin with, it was a big ambitious project just to do something insanely stupid that nobody else has done with house mod before, and we managed to accomplish that. And although it's a little unstable, and that was something I was also trying to work on, and I did do a number of things. I messed up the display case in the end, and then when I was going to fix, because I purposefully messed them up, and then I was going to put them back together in a better way, the script that I was using earlier in this stream actually, I was going to put them together a lot better with a nicer script and even more weapons in there, and then it just wouldn't let me place any weapons back. I so much as dragged an item into the render window and it crashes, and there's nothing I can do. I've tried a load of things. It's knackered. And that was a couple of hours work disappeared, so I called it quits. I was like, sod it. I'm not going to do anything with it now. It's good enough how it is, got plenty of features, and there wasn't really much we were going to add anyway. So, yep. This forces third person goes to animation. Animation forces you to wait for a moment after you've prayed for 4 seconds, and then shows a big screen if that option's enabled, which at the moment it isn't. That means that it just goes to a simple fade out. After that, hours pass and the idle do stops. And then we need to go debug.notification 1 hour passes. That's what that would have told you, and that's that. So actually we're not going to need that if the top one's played, so 1 hour passes, that's fine. Usually I've been doing a third option of not even having the screen fade, but I think that's way too immersion breaking. We'll see. Okay, so can we get a cloth of some description? Let's take a look. Does this one fit on? Probably not. Probably meant for something else. Yep. Actually, that might work if we double it up. Let's double it up and replace it with something else. So it's going to look a bit naff. That's better. Whoops. That's it. You're just going to get that funkiness otherwise if you don't move it up and down. It's going to like flicker and stuff. It's going to look horrible. That might just work. Doesn't look half bad. Okay. I'd still like an actual design on there. I mean, I could replace that with my sort of drapes texture set, but I don't want everything to be plain colours. I just want like curtains and such. I still want a bit of design on things. Drapes, blue, gold, green. Those are technically what I used here. So if we just take a look and see what it would look like. Oh, crap. Wrong one. Never mind. Just go with blue for a moment. CT tablecloth short blue. Create new. Short blue. There you go. See, I'd like some bit of a design on there. That's too plain. That's horrible. So I'll change that. Also, what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to select each one of these shrines and just move them up. Anyone sending me a friend request from the stream, like people can't just send random friend requests. Well, you can, but they'll probably go ignored unless somebody specifically wants to get to know me and such, or do whatever else. It's like basically go through my contact form on my website first. Otherwise, I'll end up with like 100 friends that I don't actually talk to, and just end up cluttering up my friends list. I'm weird like that, but I'd rather have like very few friends on my friends list that I do communicate with and help each other out, rather than 100 people that I don't talk to and then have trouble finding the ones that I do talk to. Okay. Oh, creepy. See, that's what I do not trust this whole hotkey thing. There we go. That's what I've been working on, basically, just the damn shrines. I haven't been scripting anything, so. Yep, I'm gonna have to work on something nice for there, because I don't know, I can't use vanilla stuff anymore. It looks ugly, some of it. I thought that was risen up. There we go. It's also why I need a second monitor running. I might give it another try. Even if it just goes on like a crappy res, the second monitor. I'll have to do a test stream tomorrow or something. So, that's cool. Yeah. Seating, I don't know what I'm doing about that there. And this place is coming along slowly. sure what else to mess with at the minute for here. I could do some clothing for the wardrobes actually, which is going to be a bit troublesome, but clothes should be fine. I want to put some really nice stuff in there, high-end stuff. Archmage robes would be quite cool. In fact, it depends how far I want to take this. You see, what I'm thinking is, and I mentioned it in the last stream, then I mentioned that I wasn't going to bother with it, but now I'm thinking that I probably will bother with it, is I'm going to have a you can have certain armours and stuff show up in there when you've completed certain quests. I mean, the biggest thing would be the Archmage robes to go in there. So if you have, when you craft the item, it'd have to check to see if you've done that specific quest, and if you have, it would just enable them. But then if you've crafted it and you haven't done the Archmage quest, and then you do the Archmage quest, next time you enter the tower, it needs to change what's in the wardrobe, which would be easy enough. And I think I can pull that off without having to do a separate script actually for the crafting of it. So we might look into that. So what we want is the other thing is male or female. So let's just make some notes for wardrobe. So this would have to be checked every time that you enter the cell. So it'd have to check gender. And if you were have to check gender, and it would also have to check your quest completion. Quest completion rows, check the gender, and I think that would be it. So separate clothing items for each slot. So what I'm actually going to need is each time you enter a cell. Now I can either have a script for each cell, or I can have a universal one, which could be troublesome. In fact, I'm going to have one for each cell. So when you enter this cell, it's going to have to check the wardrobe, and it's going to have to check, in fact, yeah, it's going to have to check outfits as well. Outfits would have to be, I think I'll actually have a universal script that every time that you enter a certain cell within the tower, it checks things over and updates them. Because if I want this whole outfit changing thing going on, I'm going to need this. So at the moment they haven't got different outfits, but they will have. So could set that up. On cell enter we need to look for. What is it that needs to be scripted with the pool? It's the